What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Carlo here at Magna Cruiser back in with another video. As I said in the previous video, I'm still at my family residence, therefore the editing and the camera quality is gonna be subpar, not my usual. So do bear that in mind. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into this video because I'm going to be covering RomeDAO, Time Wonderland, and also olympusdao. So I've mentioned these DAOs in the past already, with the birth of DeFi 2.0, as started by olympusdao. This space has really taken on a life of its own, so it's doing quite well in terms of innovating from the previous DeFi 1.0, the likes of SushiSwap, Uniswap, 1inch, and all the rest. However, they have taken a heavy hit during this correction, which I believe is almost over. The crypto correction that's almost done now. They've taken a heavy hit. A lot of them have bled out to the point where, it's basically dead. For example, Spartacus DAO, which I've covered before, and also Midas DAO, they've all bled heavily. However, one in particular, which has also bled but is starting to really turn around, is RomeDAO. Now, let's get into RomeDAO. So, some of these cryptocurrency, these DAOs that have lost a ton of value, they are literally just forks of olympusdao, but they don't have any actual mission, no purpose. However, RomeDAO, they are building on the Polkadot system on Moon River, but also they've got an actual purpose, and they've taken this RomeDAO, this ancient civilization, to another level. They're going with that theme, and also they've got a RPG game that they're about to start, these campaigns. And so that's where they're mainly heading, starting their mission with this kind of RPG game where you essentially have to join one of these houses, and then the campaign will start, I think, January the 9th, where they have a game set up. You play these games, these missions every day, you earn NFTs, you earn rewards, and that's where the main focus is going at the beginning. As time goes on, they will develop the DAO into basically aim it towards other things, focus it towards other things. But this is the first thing that they're going to do. They've invested a lot of resources into this game, and it's actually looking very exciting. So that's the first thing that they're doing. I think if you go to the campaigns, you can actually join. So I've joined one of the houses. All you have to do is stake 0.33 SROME. You pledge this towards one of the houses, and then you're part of that house. You pledge it for 3 months, a 3-month vesting period. And then once the campaign starts, as I said, I think it's January the 9th, you will be part of that house. You will do whatever missions that they tell you to do. At the moment, we don't really know what the missions are going to be, but as time goes on, they'll start to reveal that. So these are all the houses, and it tells you how many recruits each house has. So you've got Moon Sama, you've got the House of Consult. I'll be honest, I just noticed these houses now. I think there might be new houses. They've got a small number of houses, so a small number of recruits. But the other houses have got 1,300, 1,200. I joined this house, House of Engineers essentially, House of Chaos, House of Keck, and then House of Grage. So as I said, we don't really know what's going to happen once the campaign starts, but it is very exciting. You can see how many people have pledged their SROM. And now let's move over to the price action, because, as I said, you have to pledge it for at least 3 months. So there's a 3-month locking period, which is the first DAO that's ever done this. So it's very, very exciting. So if we move to RomeDAO, the actual charts, it shows you how much of an increase, a rally it has since the bottoming out. I do believe it's because of the campaigns are starting soon, so this could be a short-term move. It could easily, once the campaign starts, it starts crashing, because a lot of times when there's a hype event, people will invest into it, and when it starts, it tends to lose a lot of value. But a massive rally from the bottom. Let's get this. So from the bottom, it's gone up 180%. I invested around 250. I'm gutted that I didn't put in more. But one thing that was annoying was I normally transfer from Binance, buy the Mover token, transfer it to the wallet, but the bridge, the Moonriver bridge, just wasn't active, and Binance do that a lot of times. They just suspend it for however long, and then by the time you want to invest it, the price has already left. But that's not really important right now. But the price action has been very, very good in the last few months, or last few weeks, should I say. I do suspect some kind of correction will come if we actually use a Fibonacci. I've used it from the bottom here. So we're gonna retrace at least to about this level, 330, or we can use the fib retracement from here, from this low to this low. So we could, anticipate at least down towards the 50% level, if not to the 618, which is around 330, if not the 786, which is about 285. So I would wait for some kind of move down towards potentially 330, and then if it holds up well, put in another small position. But it's looking very bullish, especially when you compare it to some of the other DAOs. Now, the other DAO that I want to take another look at is Time Wonderland. Now, Time Wonderland, I think, is, along with olympusdao, are your safest bets because they have huge liquidity. They're already established, as you can see, large, relatively large market cap, 2.65 billion, but it's still early days. And so you can kind of have a bit more conviction that it's gonna, last, or stand the test of time. Now I've drawn this Fibonacci from this low of around 3,000 all the way to the top at 4,300, and it's tapped the 786 beautifully. It held up at the 618, but then the move was short-lived, and now it's holding up at the 786. You can see this wick down below. It got rejected instantly. Now what we want to see, of course, is a reversal like we saw, like there. This wick is bullish, I would say. The fact that it's pushed it back above, but we still need another stage, another reversal to indicate that this is actually going to hold up as support and move to the upside. But I'm going to add some more positions into this because I'm bullish on the project, especially the leader, Daniel Sesta, I think his name was. Very enigmatic leader. I've spoken about him before. He's got big plans for the space of decentralized finance. He's recently taken up leadership in SushiSwap, and he's really got big plans for the whole space, for sushi, especially Time Wonderland, and I think he mentioned Popsicle, and another project that he's turning into like a wheel of fortune. So there's going to be big things happening with these spaces. That's why I'm bullish on Time Wonderland. I think this is a good time to add fair positions. You want to add positions when it's blood in the street, rather than adding positions at these big moves up. Of course, if you're bullish on the project. So that's Time Wonderland. Lastly, we'll have a look at olympusdao before wrapping up this video. olympusdao is actually looking quite bearish. So olympusdao has broken through a very important trend line a little while ago. And since then, it's obviously looking for support. It hasn't found a bottom just yet. And currently, the next major support level is this area over here, which is around 275. And then the next major support level is just below at 160, about 190 essentially. So this is, I'll be honest, is a very bearish chart. So before you put anything in, you want to see some kind of reversal, because it could easily keep going down. We want to see some higher highs and higher lows before we get involved in this. But ultimately, olympusdao is a very strong project, so you just got to wait until some kind of reversal, just in case, because you don't want to put in some kind of position and it drops another 30%. But essentially, these are two strong support levels, so you have some kind of confidence in these levels. So just wait a little bit, be patient. So that'll be all for this video. Just wanted to cover these three projects, especially RomeDAO, which is looking very good, and also Time Wonderland. Those two, Time Wonderland and olympusdao, we want to wait for some kind of reversal at those support levels before we add some positions. But if you're bullish on it, by all means, when there's blood on the street, that's when you want to put some money in. So we'll finish off there. Hope you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.